You want to get ready for kittens with me? Uh-oh, we dropped the ice cube on the floor. Let's go. First packages came. We good, Maya. Whoa. We got a lot of litter. That's amazing. It says, thank you for sharing a new kitty's journey with us from Marlene Sacker. Thank you, Marlene. It says hello. Here's Dobby. And Max is up here. We brought our succulents in because it rained a lot. We gotta take them back out. Hazel, come here. Hazel, let's go outside. Take Hazel to go potty. I also got PetSmart gift cards. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you so much. This says, enjoy your gift from Marlene. Thank you, Marlene. These kittens are probably going to be weaning, so they're going to need formula and food, and we don't have any of that because it's been a while since we fostered. So this is going to help us so much. Thank you so much. I washed this blanket we're going to put in there. Let's go, Hazel. Come on. Come join. So this is the same kitten room we used before that we're going to use again. And I started setting this together. This thing's great, very frustrating to put together. This white one especially. I have black one as well, but some of the panels broke, so I decided to use all the new one to see if it was better. And the white one's actually more difficult and it leaves more spaces that I don't like, but I tried what I could. Since we were last in here, I installed these blinds, these honeycomb blinds, which are safe for children and pets because they can't get caught or stuck in them, and they go up and they get stuck, and then they stay wherever you put them. So those are gonna be really great to have in here. We still have this that they'll get to use, so I have to finish setting up this, and then I can get their areas ready. The number one question I get is, why, if I have a whole room dedicated to kittens, do I still make the kittens stay within an enclosed area? So anyone who has fostered any kind of animal before knows how much messes kittens and puppies, anything like that, can make. So what's nice about these walls is, like, when they have litter, if they shake their feet, their splatter, or if they splatter their food, it gets on these walls instead of these walls. So while they're little and learning how to do all the things and getting over any sickness they have, because sometimes they have diarrhea when we first get them, and also they're going to be learning how to eat, and that's always a fun mess. So what I like to do also to protect the floors is I have this whelping pad that everybody was so amazing to get for me. I have 2 of them, and then I use blankets on top of it so that I can switch those out and leave these a little bit longer. Now if there's a big mess and it goes through to here, then I would change these. Got that set up. Now we gotta get the rest. So I used to use plastic litter boxes, but I started with the disposable, and they're how long they last depends on how how solid your kitty's poo is and how much they pee. So you just have to change these. But I used to use the plastic ones, and they just made so much more work for me. And so now I use the disposable ones. Now, I usually, when they're really tiny, use a ferret litter box. So I'll have to see if they're big enough to get in this box. I was thinking I maybe could cut, but this is very thick, and it's side down for the tiny kittens because I really like the disposable box over using plastic. This is my kitten closet. I keep everything in 3 boxes, sort of. I try to keep it to that so that it doesn't get out of control, because I've had before where it's gotten really out of control. I have like cleaners and things and medicine, all the supplies and toys and blankets. And I have some yesterday's news left over from last fostering that I'm going to use up first. For little kittens, I always use pellet litter because they will not eat that. Another thing that saves me a lot of cleaning time is having these amazing mats under here, so they always track paw prints, so those are easy to wipe off. And then I have this, which is like a Litter Genie, but it's called Litter Champ. They do about the same thing. I like this one for now. This is what we have. And then I have this mat, which is for their food. These are my favorite bowls because they can't like knock them over when they put their paws. Hazel thinks it's food. And I have other silver ones that you guys have been amazing to get me, but it just depends on their age and stage. So I usually put food and water in these, but sometimes like if I'm mixing milk and food, I need the bigger bowl, or if I have more kittens, it just depends. But right now we're gonna put these out. In here I have food from before. This is what I switch them to once they're older, but right about before they go home, because it's easier for people to buy than the mother and baby cat usually. So we use these plates for the wet food sometimes. I usually use the bowls for the dry, plates for the wet, or if it's a bowl mixed with formula, then I use a bowl. It just really depends. I use plastic spoons. It makes my life a lot easier. And so these are still good. I checked all the dates on them, so I wouldn't have let them expire because I would have given them to another foster if that was the case. That was gonna happen. The other bowls I talked about, like these are really great, these heavy ones for when you have to do formula and food mix together. And this is ProViable, which we give a lot of them that have diarrhea. It's a probiotic. It's really good for them. I usually wait to put the toys out until I know which kittens they are, because I trust different kittens with different things, and also like if they're itty bitty, they're not gonna want to play with something like that. They're gonna want to play with these. So we still have lots of toys. Some of them might need to go through, like, you know, this one I just love so much, but we'll see how many we have left of that. And then we'll do tunnels once they get a little bigger. Once they're babies, I like to keep it, when they're really tiny, minimal, so they know they have their food and they poo, and they don't do a whole lot else, but they grow from that pretty quickly. So I decide on those things once I figure out where they're at. Well, I've kept all the beds and blankets that we've had for a very long time. Like, this doesn't really look good anymore. So we do need some more little baby blankets. This one surprisingly still looks pretty good, and these look good. I usually decide also what blankets I want to put out based on which kittens I have. We have this bed, although it still looks decent, but it doesn't look as good as it did after you wash it a few times. So it's still really cute. But we have to see if they're big enough to get over this, because sometimes the very tinies cannot do that. That's how I get everything set up. I do it the same every time. I keep them in the same spots because they work for me, and it just feels organized to me. I have a little floor chair so I can sit in here and cuddle, or I can put it in there. And then I have their baskets are downstairs, like their kennel that you take them to and from. I have those downstairs in my garage because it's easier to transport to and from my car and store in there. But I have Heartbeat Mama that we have, and our Heartbeat still works. And then we'll have Snuggle Safe. So we'll have both of those things, although it's very hot here now. So we'll see if we need the Snuggle Safe or not. But probably, I just like to put it in there. If they want to use it, they can use it because we have a big one. Is that funny, Hazel? I need to give Hazel a bath. I brushed her, and when you brush her, she looks not cute. I mean, she's always cute, but I love it when she has curls. So I think my next job is to bathe you before the kittens get here, huh? Yes, babies. She loves the box that the litter came in. Maya is my box. Kitty cat. She's just so nice and big. Aww. All right, we'll see you all later.